In today's video, we're checking out the Hilton Tahiti, going on an adventurous whale excursion, and letting you in on some money-saving tips for French Polynesia. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. Our Air Tahiti Nui flight landed at 9:40 p.m. and we decided to book the Hilton Tahiti for 2 nights before going to Bora. Swimming with humpback whales has been on Sebastian's wish list for a while, and we heard that the highest chances of seeing them were in Moorea. The first money-saving tip is that hotels in Tahiti are going to be significantly more affordable than in Moorea. The Hilton Tahiti was around $360 per night, and the Hilton Moorea was about $1,000 per night in October. Since we weren't planning on being in the room or on the property that long, plus our next stop was Bora, I was fine with the cheaper option. If you have the Hilton Aspire card, the Hilton Tahiti is a resort property, so you can use the credit here. You can also use Hilton points to book the Hilton properties, or a free night certificate if you can find standard room availability for the Hilton Moorea. If you want to learn more about hotel cards, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. Using the links helps support the channel, so thank you in advance. If you want an even more affordable option, Sebastian's favorite accommodation is the airport motel at roughly $150 per night, but you do need to book it far in advance since it does fill up quickly. We were planning to book the airport motel right after Bora, but it was sold out. Keep in mind that the airport motel is bare bones, so you do get what you pay for. We ended up booking another stay at the Hilton Tahiti. The second tip is to have an ATM card that has no ATM or foreign transaction fees, since the taxis in Tahiti are strictly cash only. We withdrew 10,000 Pacific francs, which is about $91 US, since the taxis to and from the Hilton were about $20 each way, and we would also need to take taxis to and from the ferry port, which was also another $20 per way. Welcome into the standard king room with an ocean view. It's currently nighttime, so not much to see out there since it's pitch black, but let's take a look anyways and we'll compare it night and day. Didn't you say you already opened this? Were you trying to get me to run into the wall?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. As you can see, there is a nice little balcony, pool, and then the large abyss out there with the glowing lights is where the ocean will be. So what's nice is that this is one of the standard rooms and it does come with this nice lounge area. Most places, they usually don't have a couch in the standard room. Usually that's one upgrade above. And this is a pull-out bed. King size bed over here with some cute towel art and plenty of plugs. And I like how this looks like a somewhat modern phone compared to other properties that we've been to. And that's because this is a relatively new property that recently opened. The lights are pretty nice. I really like the modern design. The lights, the backboard, and also the leaf covering for the lights, especially all the plugs, and how you can actually control the main lights by your bed, because we've been to some hotels where you have to actually visit each and every light in order to turn it off. Benefit of a modern hotel. Over here in the wooden box are going to be a bunch of brochures that tell you everything about the property. Yeah, spa treatment, in-room dining, and safety card. Let's see how much food is. A rib steak for 4,100 francs. Poke bowl, 2,600 francs. So a bit of a premium. So if you are the type that enjoys cocktails, then it's about 2,000 francs. TV's pretty big, decent size. It does not move. It's not a closet. Oh, it is a closet. Okay, so the handles can be improved. It's a little tough to open it. In the closet, there's extra bedding if you are using the pull-out bed, robes, luggage rack, safe, iron, in-room use only. I guess people were trying to take the iron out, which I've never seen one say in-room use only, or maybe they're trying to take it home. Slippers and more empty drawers. Hey, how much do you think laundry is here? Yeah, 950 francs. For laundry only for one shirt. If you want pressing only, it's 600 francs. What? Okay. Maybe it just needed some warming up, okay? A handle would be better. Over here is the beverage station. So hot water kettle, instant coffee, and tea. Instant coffee is going to be from Maxwell House. So there's only 2 regular and 1 decaf if you drink one tonight. Actually, you shouldn't even be drinking one tonight. We have a very early morning tomorrow. Be at the ferry dock at 6:10 a.m. sharp. Otherwise, You just wasted $300. We have some Parisian tea and a complimentary bottle of water, and apparently the tap water here is drinkable. This is going to be a fridge in case you have any leftover food or you want some cool drinks. Actually, cool water would be amazing. So let's put the water down here.
I think you're better off using ice. I don't think that's gonna cool fast enough for you to drink it tonight.
Oh yeah, it's only 39 degrees, huh? Seems like Sebastian's already melting in Tahiti. He's been here for less than an hour, and he was also fidgeting with the ATM machine, asking why it doesn't go down in temperature. Surprisingly, I'm not even breaking a sweat, which is like, I'm shocked by that. Usually I run hot. Stepping into the bathroom, pretty straightforward. Single sink here. For some reason, the soap bar is a different brand from what you typically see at a Hilton. So typically it's Crabtree and Evelyn, but this one is going to be Barreto. So Conrad's and the high-end Hilton hotels usually have like Mohabegos. The ones that are lower, so regular Hiltons, DoubleTrees, are going to be Crabtree. Waterfall shower here, or you can do handheld. And then the large bottles of Crabtree amenities. Not to worry about this glass wall, it's opaque, so I cannot see the bedroom. Okay, go on the other side, see if you can see me.
Yeah, I can see you.
Really? How many fingers am I holding up?
2?
How many fingers am I holding up now?
5?
Really? Wait, so you can see my silhouette?
I can see the whole body.
What?
It's a one-way mirror. 2? 5? 4?
Well, that's concerning.
What?
Wait, you can see everything? Wait, you go over there. Can you do it with your other hand? Were you just calling out numbers? How are you seeing anything? Oh, there you are. Okay, you weren't holding it enough. Okay, yes. So, it looks like this is only semi-opaque. So just be cognizant of that. There's not really a curtain or anything where you can get more privacy. You can see everything. You can see everything. Wait, what if you're here with friends? There's no curtain. Well, I guess whoever you're rooming with can see your curves, or you can tell them to go chill in the lobby or hang out in the pool. So yeah, we're right here. Looks like everyone pretty much has a standard room except these two, which are significantly larger. On that note, let's go check out the rest of the property. The Hilton Tahiti has a large swimming pool with lagoon views and a bar. You're supposed to get 2 towel cards per room. We received towel cards during our first day, but there was no mention of them at all during our second stay. There's a spa on property and a nice fitness center with techno gym equipment. On the lobby level, there's a gift shop and concierge lounge where you can book activities. This is also where the business center is if you need to use a computer. Across from that is a hotel convenience store, which leads us to the next money-saving tip. The convenience store on property is marked up 2 to 3 times normal retail prices. Walk out of the lobby and cross the bridge, where you'll find a shopping center with a large grocery store. You can stock up on snacks and drinks here, and it will be significantly more convenient and cheaper than Bora Bora. The next morning, we woke up bright and early to catch the 6:10 a.m. ferry to Moorea for the whale excursion. Most water excursions are going to be in Moorea. The round-trip ferry fare per person was 4,060 Pacific francs. You can purchase same-day tickets or book in advance online. It was about a 40-minute ride to Moorea. From there, our tour operator picked us up from the ferry terminal, and we went around to pick up other passengers. This included a stop at the Hilton Moorea, so we got a glance of the property. The layout kind of reminds me of Le Moana in Bora Bora. There's an open lobby, a Robert Wan Pearl shop, restaurant, and a large pool area. In the back is where all the bungalows are. After we picked everyone up, we went to the boat dock. Our group had a captain, a tour guide, and a professional photographer. Each year, from August to November, hundreds of majestic humpback whales migrate to the warm waters of French Polynesia to reproduce and nurture their young. We got lucky and saw a ton of humpback whales during our tour. The boat made several stops and we hopped off to swim and observed them. It was an amazing experience observing the whales, and we even saw a few baby ones. If you're interested in booking this excursion, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. Photos and videos were an extra $100, but it was well worth it for the memories. Here's everything you need to know about swimming with humpback whales, including things that no one talks about. Number one is that it's not guaranteed that you'll see whales. These are wild animals and you're visiting their home, so it's going to be very unpredictable. Some people we booked 3 days of whale tours in hopes of seeing them at least once. And even then, you might only see 1 or 2 and not a lot. Number 2 is you need to be a decent or a strong swimmer. The boats have to give the whales room and cannot go closer than 100 meters, so you'll need to swim out to see the whales. These dives are strictly regulated and you must go with a guide. With that said, for safety reasons, everyone in the group must stick together and swim as a group so that whales and sharks don't think that you're food. You also can't chase or swim after the whales. They are wild animals and you shouldn't try to force any interaction with them. For swimming, you should only use your legs and not splash the surface, otherwise you'll disturb the whales. And the one thing that no one talks about is that whale season is also jellyfish season. Luckily, these are tiny jellyfish, so the stings feel like pinches. I got stung over 20 times on my legs. The guide had shaving cream to help with the stings. So the pro tip here is to wear a wetsuit if you want to lessen the stings and stay warm. For dinner, we're at San, and I ordered the red curry with chicken. So red curry inside has bamboo shoots, chicken, and coconut milk, and it comes with a side of white rice. Curry itself is good flavors, not too spicy, but it does have a nice kick to it. Let's try chicken. Chicken is white meat, but it's not overcooked, and good option if you're looking for some protein. All right, let's try some sushi. Okay, so you said go tuna first? That's surprisingly good tuna. I guess it shouldn't be surprising because I actually did like the spicy tuna roll, and I usually don't like spicy tuna rolls. Pretty good. Yellowtail is also very good. Yeah, I would say this is some of the best sashimi I've had, and it beats some SF places. Okay, finally let's try the salmon. Yeah, nice, flavorful, bouncy. Yep, I recommend trying this one. Good morning! It's the next day and it is time for breakfast. Since we do have Hilton Diamond status, it is complimentary for us, so let's go check it out. Breakfast buffet consists of a wide variety of items. So there's cheese, fruits, some hot items which include veggies, curries, miso soup, and rice. There's also an omelet station, crepes. The hash browns are actually really good. And you also have like your hot meats like sausage, bacon, and then there's a whole pastry and juice section. Welcome to the Transit Lounge, also known as the Diamond Status Lounge. If you don't have Diamond Status, then you do have to pay a fee in order to use it. So it's 8,000 Pacific francs. And if you want to bring additional guests, it will be an extra 15,000 francs per person. One thing to be aware of is for some reason, it's not automatic. So typically during the process, if you do have Hilton Diamond status, they give you a list of benefits that's included for this property. And one thing that I found really bizarre was that there was no mention of this lounge at all. So we checked in at 10 p.m. initially. First guy was like, yeah, whatever, you get free breakfast. Here you go. Forgot to give us the Diamond status drink vouchers. And then the second day we were like, hey, are there any additional benefits? Because this is a resort, so sometimes for resorts, if you're paying a resort fee, you get like food credit or a drink voucher or welcome drink. So I found it very odd that he didn't give us any of that information. So the second day we spoke to the front desk manager and we're like, hey, like this feels weird. Like where's the welcome drink and all the other stuff. Both times, both people failed to mention that this lounge even exists. And then we went to try and get in with the key. Went back downstairs again, was like, hey, this is included in our rate because we have status, right? And she's like, yeah. Oh, looks like they forgot to program the lounge access on your card. It's actually quite disappointing and shocking given that we paid cash rate for this hotel and didn't use points just because it was around 300 something per night. Usually 300 is something where we're pretty comfortable paying out of pocket as opposed to using points. By the way, the only reason why I knew this lounge existed was because I was in the concierge lounge and looking at all the different brochures and saw lounge access. And I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean there's a lounge here? So I'm glad I stopped by. For a lounge itself, it's pretty spacious. I don't think many people have status here, which is why it's completely empty, or they're probably out doing excursions, but it is open 24 hours, wide range of drinks. So you get some mango drink, some coffee, water, and there are snacks. I'm actually not sure if it's like a typical Hilton where they have like afternoon tea or cocktail hour, because no one gave me an information sheet. So if you've been to this property before and you have taken full advantage of the lounge amenity, let me know down in the comments below if we're missing out on anything. This does double as a transit lounge. It does have showers, lockers to store your stuff, and plenty of seating. It's time for lunch and we're going to head to the airport in about an hour. So this is from the sand menu that's being served at TaiTea. We did use the drink vouchers, which are valid here, on some virgin drinks. So this is like a giant fruit slushie, and Seb's is kind of like a cucumber cooler. Delicious. I ordered the spicy tuna roll lunch, and let's try it out. Tuna is nice and fresh and pretty good. A bit pricey, but we are in Tahiti. Let's try Seb's pad thai. It's gonna be a shrimp pad thai. Oh, it's a different type of noodle. It's a lot thinner noodle. It's okay. It's kind of missing the wok to it, but yeah, I picked spicy tuna if you want a light lunch. Okay, we're gonna wrap up here and head to the airport. Overall, I think this is a solid pick for a transit hotel. So if you're landing into Tahiti late at night and you don't want to stay at the airport motel, this is a quick 10-minute cab ride away. One thing that's really important to note that it is cash only for all the taxis here, so don't expect to use your credit card. You'll need an ATM card, ideally one that doesn't have any foreign transaction fees. Location-wise, it's super convenient. One thing that I didn't really see mentioned in a lot of the reviews is there's a shopping plaza right across the street from this hotel, and there's a very large grocery store there. So instead of shopping at the convenience store right downstairs where everything is 2 to 3 times more expensive, just go across the street, pick up some snacks or some drinks if that's what you're looking for. Staying in Tahiti is also a lot more affordable than staying at the resorts in Moorea. So this Hilton is also 10 minutes to the ferry as well. And you can take the ferry to Moorea and go to excursions that way, which is what we did. The only hiccup of this property, which can use a lot more improvement, is honoring diamond status. So I was very disappointed that we didn't get any welcome sheet acknowledging a welcome drink. We had to ask for drink vouchers. And then on the last day, because I happened to stumble upon it in the concierge lounge, I didn't even know a diamond lounge existed. Plus the key card wasn't keyed in to access the diamond lounge, which is very surprising. So that's a huge fail on their part. But transit-wise, or if you're doing excursions, this is a good option. All right, and that wraps up the video. If you made it this far, leave a whale emoji down in the comments below and I'll try to heart and respond. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on the Hilton Tahiti? And what type of excursions do you usually enjoy on vacation? Let me and everyone else know down in the comments below. See you in the next one.